So, Tottenham have ended their 17-year wait for a major trophy. They beat Manchester United in the Europa League final in Bilbao. This is how it unfolded on 5 Live last night.
Well, these are the sounds of Bilbao. The game is about glory, and these supporters do not care about all the stuff that's been going on around it. They want to win this trophy here tonight. Towards Sarr. Low cross comes in. Johnson is there. He's smuggled the ball over the goal line. Brennan Johnson for Tottenham Hotspur. The breakthrough goal 4 minutes before half-time. Midway through the second half, then Spurs still lead 1-0. Free kick goes right down the throat. Vicario, he's lost it. Hoyland heads it goals. Fantastic goal line clearance by Van der Ven. The long wait is over. Tottenham Hotspur players drop to their knees. The substitutes spill onto the pitch, and the wild celebrations in the Tottenham Hotspur end.
It was an awful game, but Tottenham ruined it. Tottenham spoilt the game, and that was the game plan. It's just not what we're used to seeing from Ange Postecoglou. It was a gritty, horrible, defensive, determined performance.
It was an awful game. Let's hear a bit from the two managers, Ruben Amorim and first Ange Postecoglou.
Mate, I'm a winner. I've been a serial winner my whole career. It's what I've done more than anything else, you know. And I know people talk about my football, which I'm very proud of, and I know people dismiss my achievements because, you know, they didn't happen to happen on this side of the world. But for me, they're all hard-earned, and all I've done my whole career is win things.
In this moment, is really, I'm not going to be here defending myself. It's not my style. I cannot do it. It's really hard for me. So I have nothing to show to the fans and say, I'm going to improve because of this. I had these problems. I will not do nothing. So in this moment is a little bit of faith.
Tottenham fan and YouTuber Chris Cowlin and Manchester United fan Adam Haller join us from Bilbao. Morning, both.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Chris, I'll start with you. It was a it was a rubbish game with a rubbish goal that won it, and I don't imagine you care one bit.
I don't care at all. I tell you what, putting that trophy in the cabinet is absolutely delightful. We've got Champions League football next season. Ange Postecoglou, of course, has said so many times, I always win a trophy in my second season. And I think a lot of people expected Spurs to lose this game. And we quite often get criticised and bantered, you know, a lot of fans around the country saying that Spurs don't get over the line. But Ange Postecoglou has delivered the goods. Every single player gave their absolute all, and every single player was a hero last night, and it was absolutely brilliant to see. The atmosphere was incredible, and we've been waiting for this for so long.
Also, the thing is that one of the issues in the league, at least, is that Ange has the way that he wants to play, and he plays it even if it isn't working, and he's completely dropped that. In a couple of games in the Europa League already, but last night there was no Ange ball. Like, you barely had any shots for the second half. You just sat in and defended, and it was so pragmatic. And I sort of thought, well, this is not good to watch. But if I'm a Tottenham fan, I'm thinking, yes, absolutely, absolutely. A bit of a plan B is what we've wanted.
Yeah, and full credit to Ange Postecoglou, because he's been heavily criticised by a lot of fans, including a lot of Tottenham Hotspur fans, and it really does go to show that he can change and adapt. And like you said, in the knockout stages of the Europa League, the Frankfurt away game in particular was a really professional performance. The Bodo Glimt game, a lot of people thought that we were going to slip up in that tie. And then the final, you know, we beat Manchester United 4 times this season. And I'm sorry for my croaky voice, because I've been singing.
You
and
do not need to apologise for that.
The game.
No, that's completely fine, Chris.
I'm at the airport right now, and I cannot wait to get home because, of course, the parade is tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm glad that you haven't had any sleep, and I'm glad that your voice is croaky. Adam, for you, it's a long old journey, and it's not nice coming back after a defeat.
It isn't, no. I'm absolutely gutted still. You know, very disappointing in the team, the performance. Yesterday, I don't think United played particularly well in the second half. I thought there was a bright start to the game. I think in the first half, Ahmad was quite dangerous, but in the second, he just sort of fizzled out, and he was side to side. United looked toothless with no plan, but yeah, it will be difficult for all the United fans who will be travelling home over the next couple of days.
I think as well. Like I very much thought that United would probably win last night, and I thought it would probably come down to Bruno Fernandes. He's just so many times for United he comes up with the goods. He's a brilliant player, and he was I don't know what you thought. I thought he was just a bit off it last night.
Yeah, definitely. I think Bruno's probably been United's best player by a mile this season, and the day where you don't want him to drop a bad performance, it happened last night, and you see the effect that he has on the team. There was nothing going through him last night. He's obviously the man that United count on when United don't have him to rely on, then there's nobody really. Like I said, I mentioned Ahmad, but I thought as the game went on, he fizzled out, and all they was doing was try and find him and seeing whether Ahmad could do anything, and it just wasn't happening. And of course, I know Bruno was on the pitch, but without his spark, they really need more.
He did create a few chances though in that second half. I mean, there was that amazing goal line clearance after Vicario had messed up horribly, and the Højlund header, that clearance from Van der Ven, and he made a really good save, Vicario, from Luke Shaw. There's that chance right at the end where I think it's Casemiro actually who puts it into the side netting. Like they were creating, but just Tottenham sort of by hook or by crook stood firm.
Yeah, I just thought the general pattern of the game, United were going side to side and they were toothless, and they were bound to create a couple of half openings, with crosses into the box, but nowhere near as much as they should have. I mean, I've not seen the possession stats, and I'm not sure I want to go and see any highlights back, but I just felt as though they should have done much more in the second half.
Yeah,
but they didn't deserve to score.
Yeah, I think it was 80% possession in the second half for United. But there you go. Well, look, have a good journey back, Chris. Enjoy it. Enjoy the parade as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Cheers, guys. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Safe travels. Tottenham fan, Chris Cowlin, Manchester United fan, Adam Hallard there. Lots more reaction on the 5 Live Football Daily podcast on BBC Sounds. Phil in Bonnie Rigg says, as a neutral, I enjoyed the game end to end. It was not an awful game. I suppose what I admit, I'll qualify my statement. It was an awful game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I only saw the second half because I was working, but it was just, I think the standard was bad. It was exciting. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just the quality of football was pretty poor. Deborah in London, I'm going to assume, is a Spurs fan, says, I think we should call the final a classic. Not a problem. We will call it a classic. It's 17 minutes past 6.
The fans are in the grandstand, the boats are in the harbour, the cars are on the track.
On 5 Live.
It's all ice to the lights.